Hello everyone, welcome to AllureWithAnwesha. I know it's been super long that I hadn't uploaded any video recently, but I would appreciate if you guys would forgive me for doing this. Today is the day that I'm finally back, and again, as I always promise you to be consistent in this series, I would again promise you the same, but guess what? Something is really special this time, and yes, this is my backdrop that is special to me because I have created this very recently by myself. I have made another video which I'm gonna upload very soon, and each and everything comes from different places. I have accumulated them all together and made this, and so this space is super special for me because I would be able to make multiple videos with this backdrop because I really love aesthetic backgrounds, and I'm all about golden color, beige color, white color and green color, so my whole entire house revolves around the same color. And finally I am able to flaunt this little cozy space with you guys, and so yeah, without more blabberings, let's get into the video. So today we are going to talk about 5 really important things or matters that you need to keep within yourself or up to yourself and not tell anyone else. So first thing first, our goals and ambitions. Since childhood, we all calculate our baby steps to be taken to reach to our individual goals and achievements. So when you share about your goals to anyone else before even achieving it, it can be a little disastrous. I personally totally believe on evil eyes, and people around you are so much interested in your life all the time. If you are someone who already knows what to do and who already has started taking steps, people see it, people are aware that you are heading towards something, but what exactly you are not supposed to tell them. I was someone, I remember in my childhood, I used to share with my best friend, my school best friend, and after a certain while all my plannings changed, and when I discussed about the same thing, she said that you were planning for that thing, now how come you are into something else? And to be very honest, we know that with the change of our age and time, we get into different things. But this time, I don't know for what reason, it was a little embarrassing for me to accept the fact that yes, I have moved to some other goals and achievements and ambitions. But guess what? Even if you are someone who is sticking to that one ambition since a very long time and you are working super hard towards it, you will definitely find people on your way who would just come and try to destroy all the stepping stones on your way. I have faced it by myself. I have seen it happening to people around me. So best you don't share anything, because you never know if they are able, if they have the potentiality to affect that ambition of yours. They would not take their steps back to affect you if they have something wrong about you and have bad intentions about you. So the best thing, keep all the future plannings to yourself, your basically mostly your goals and ambitions, so that no one puts their evil eye on it and you proceed successfully. Number 2, your personal life. Never share your relationships or your friends or who you are related to. I believe that people just observe everything that is connected with you or around you, and they just come up with some different angle to dive in, which can actually destroy your mental peace. And so if for suppose one of your relationship didn't work, I'm not talking about just the love relationships, let it be anything, let it be friendships, let it be whatsoever. You can keep any of your relationships in that place, and you can see that people would always come and try to tell you that, oh, there's one situation between you and the other person at the other end of the relationship, you both are not aligning, and the other person said this bad to you, even though he or she hasn't, but they will just come up with something new. And you know what, even if you'll try to communicate with the other person and you'll ask the person if it really had happened, if the other person had actually passed some opinions or sentences which the third person provided you information about, of course the person gonna deny because he or she hasn't done. But since you also have little faith on the third person, you are gonna start doubting on this second person who is more closer to you than the third person. Especially if I'll tell you, forget about the relationships, we know how it works, you know the best how your relationship gonna work best for you. But if I'll tell you about the friendships, I have faced it personally many times. If I flaunt my friends, and if my friends are also protecting me in my absence, these days definitely do come on our way in which I find that someone else is coming and letting me know that this friend of mine is doing something which is wrong for me in my absence, and I get too much confused to rely on, like I should go for this third person or the second person. So best you keep your friendship to yourself, and if anything wrong happens, I think we all humans have this sixth sense that we can definitely calculate if something wrong gonna happen, and we can do it all by ourselves, and we do the calculations and execute all the plannings, the small plannings to keep it safe or let it go by ourselves, and the decisions will be ours and not interrupted by the third person. The third very important one, and my favorite, is your finances. Never discuss your finances with anyone except your parents maybe, and if you have your husband who is already your family, you can please go ahead and share. But if it's just a friend or a person you know, or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, then I really don't think so that it is too necessary for you to give all the vital information about your finances and where you have kept what and how much. Because when you do that, at a certain point, what happens that I totally understand the relationships start from first the attraction, if it comes to a love interest, or maybe a vibrant aura if it comes to friendship. But at a moment, if the other person gets to know each and every detail about your finances, your properties, and where all you have invested, involuntarily also the interest shifts towards the money. We all know that when we don't share much about our finances, sometimes we think that we will be looking like as if we are someone who don't have anything. But come on, if you really have your piece of savings, or what should I say, your prosperity with yourself, you will definitely act accordingly, and your expenditures will be accordingly. So nobody will actually judge you for that. But for sure, if you start exaggerating about your existing finances, you're gonna attract enemies and not friends. Number 4, your good deeds. We sometimes get interested in doing too many good things all together, and later we also get interested in sharing them, or maybe you can say flaunting them in front of others so that others can appreciate us. Or maybe sometimes we get this genuine idea to transmit this idea to the others also, or inspire others to do the same for the others. I totally understand this feeling, but what happens is when you start sharing all your good deeds, the person who's in front of you, he or she will start, expecting the same thing for herself or himself from you. Once you say, for example, you know what, I had given this much of money to my friend for this thing, and now guess what, you just shared genuinely, maybe because this friend of yours and the person in front have a mutual bonding, or the person also knows him or her. So that's why you just share. But you know what, the person now will start expecting, okay, if she is or he is able to give money to his or her friend when it's needed, then if I will be needing at some point of time, then I will be receiving the same help. I mean, I'm not saying that you should not do that, or you should not fall into this mindset where you are hiding things or you are getting too much restrictive. No, you should not. But at least you don't want a lot many people around you who will start coming towards you with the same mindset that you will be helping them out to get out of some certain situation. Also, I know sometimes we do tell people about our good habits that we do for others. Let it be our kindness, let it be our helping nature. We just want genuinely to spread this habit amongst all. But guess what? Now when you are trying to inspire others for the same mentality dives in, thinking that why should we do if she is already doing the same thing for the certain person, then maybe there is no space for me to do the same kind activity for the same person, for the other person. So it is not many chaos which will be running around you, and we really don't want too much of chaos around us. And that's why the best thing you can do is to keep your good deeds to yourself, because you should only share the ones which you think can be shareable, and brings or attracts no more stress on your head. Number 5 and the final one, your next move. I know that out of excitement we all share our next moves, and we definitely ask for suggestions from others so that we don't take any wrong move but the right move, and hence we share with others. You never know if they will be able to calculate and they can make disastrous things to your next move so that you cannot proceed further. So keep all your safe moves and the next moves to yourself, decide yourself, and take the suggestions and opinions from only the trustworthy people. Do not share your next move to the person who potentially can be your competitor, because once you can calculate that the other person can be your competitor, you definitely should not. Because why to? You never know if the person execute on the same step and you will be left behind with your own move because you shared it first. And the plus point is that the other person could execute it before you do. So yes guys, these were all for this time, and I hope this will help you. And I know you know it all, but I'm just here to highlight everything that you already know. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Till then, bye.